So some people were wondering why they shouldn't use the client ID with their usernames to make connecting easier. There's two reasons for this. So the first one is that an ID should not be something well known. A peer-to-peer ID is basically a token that gets exchanged for all the IP addresses of another user via the broker server. So, for example, here let me take that ID and let me show you how to extract all the IP addresses of that client from another client. So first I'll open the network tab. I'll need to reload the page to enable the network tab from the JavaScript debugger. Let me go on the broker server connection. Okay, so now I'll input the ID and connect. So you can see that the server sends some data, and this data contains the IP addresses. So that's an SDP token. It doesn't contain, well, it does contain a MAC address, but not very interesting things. But then it sends a local IP, another IP address, here another one. Yes, so it sends local IP addresses of the router, and every IP address that lets you somehow connect to your computer. So that's not very good because having the IP address of someone else allows you to, for example, find out where they live, to dox them. It allows you to potentially DDoS them. So you don't want your peer-to-peer ID to be a well-known value, for example, your username, because then anyone that has your username can do all of those nefarious things and obtaining your IP just like that. It doesn't even ask anything on your client. It's like automatic. You have the ID, the broker will give you the IP address. So the other reason you shouldn't do that is because it's very easy to impersonate people. Like, even I've seen someone tell me, well, I'm be overriding from the events before connecting to the broker server the ID to the GDevelop username. So unless they are a very good hacker that hack into the game, they cannot really do anything. Well, that's not really true. It's very, very easy and takes absolutely no skill to override your peer-to-peer ID. Let me show you. I'll just reload the pages to disconnect the games. Okay, so you see here I've been assigned an ID by the server, but I want to impersonate another person. So to do that it's very easy. That's just to make it easier to... Yes, I had already copied that in my clipboard. So first I'll need to disconnect from the broker server because the broker server only assigns an ID when you connect to it. Then you want to override your ID with an ID of your choice. For example, Arturo555, that's my username. And finally, you want to connect back to the broker server. And just like that, as far as the broker is concerned, my ID is now Arturo555. And I can prove that by going on the other clients and trying to connect to Arturo555. As you see, it worked. So I'm now connected to Arturo555, but that was not the ID that was assigned to me. I overrode my ID to another name. So as you can see, anyone can take on the name of anyone else if you rely on peer-to-peer IDs to determine the identity of someone else. So yes, that's why I think you shouldn't use that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.